with Link's lack of airspeed and is very easily able to pressure Link with his fast and rather obnoxious aerials on shield.
Agreed.
He does have to... Oh, Falco. Nope.
And I think we know that SBF is a player that once he gets into your habits, he abuses them in every single way possible. And Burnsy, though a very strong player, can be described as quite a flow shy. He sticks to what Link's good at, and he does it very well. He knows everything about Link. He knows how to abuse every single one of his tools. But for a player like Sam, who can get inside his opponent's head so well, it might just be the worst matchup he could be looking for.
Yeah. Burnsy's made a good start so far. Very good start.
Down to up, be 90%. He's looking good at the very beginning.
The reset to neutral, and here's where Wario shines. He's took a resource, and he's got a solid 55% off it.
Lots of falling theirs already, and Wario's up air and up tilt are both incredible anti-airs. Burnsy's going to have to watch out for abusing that option too sharp. But he does escape the corner and gets back into center stage.
Yeah, this is the part of the game that SBF excels at, where he's just going to jump back, look to bait out your option, get a big punish off it.
Yeah. Burnsy ferrying out the corner, probably one of his favorite options from that point. And it's up tilt's going to trade with that fair.
Going to trade with the fair. 150.
That's death. 100% though. It's Wario. He can kill it any way he wants.
This is the difficulty that you'll traditionally find with Link.
He's off stage.
He's got the bomb recovery.
Ooh, the fair barely missing out on that bomb recovery. SBF seems to have a good read of where Link will be sent.
Nice, the jump's gone.
Really good corner combos from Burnsy right now.
Burnsy's gone so low, but he's taken SBF.
That was so worth 60%, and on his first stock, 120. Burnsy could not have asked for a better trade there.
Yeah, very, very smart trade from Burnsy. He's like, okay, I know the lead will likely be gone even if I take this stock. It's worth it to try and suicide this now and get a fresh stock to deal with Waft on. Wario does have to work a little bit hard for the non-Waft. The non-Waft kill confirms against Link, I think.
But as we say that, here they are. It's 52. It's the percent that he wants. SBF tries for a roll in read, doesn't get it.
But the upside to this is Burnsy has the remainder of this stock to try and rack up as much damage onto Wario as he can.
And now the Wario
and then force Wario to try and burn Waft into this second stock.
As he will.
As he will now, but 51%, this is the lead we want to build up now and try and pressure for the win.
I was going to say, the thing that I think might be useful in this matchup is that Wario is a ticking time bomb. He will get Waffle eventually, but when he does, that's it. You can start capping out now. You've got nothing that you're like trying to kill before he gets there.
Yeah.
So you can just start playing your normal neutrals with just a bit more patience and respect for him, because obviously when that Waffle confirm hits, it's dead at 60. But Burnsy could kill him at 95 here.
Yeah, this is the ideal situation that Burnsy was probably looking for when he got that suicide, because Wario's got a little bit of a timer now before he gets his half waft, which is going to be his next major kill opportunity, and he's very much more inclined to be killed by Link's stray aerials than Link is by his.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see.
That might be it.
Wow, what a ping pong.
Very excellent from Burnsy. Doesn't quite kill. The bite goes wide. Down air. Doesn't find his mark.
Down air. Ledge trap situation versus Link is going to be
very scary. Oh, good. Just staying on the bike. Really good recognition for SBF. The net's going to call out that up tilt. I don't think he wants to be above him here. There's a myriad of options that Link has to kill now.
Oh, there's a half waft.
What a rolling read. As you said.
The timer was expended. You've got to be able to find the kill very quickly.
It ticked down.
That situation.
And Sam found his mark with excellent recognition of Burnsy's habits so far.
And if you did manage to get about 20% more out of that second stock, that returning boomerang to fair combo would have absolutely killed and would have been the leeway that Burnsy needed to take that game. But because he wasn't able to close out and didn't get enough extra credit off the second stock, all the SBF had to do was wait enough time for the half waft, which secured him the kill.
Indeed, it clinched it back. However, that was an incredibly close first game, which I think we'll be seeing more of as we go back to PS2. both players seem to have a very, very good handle on the matchup and how to abuse their other opponent's characters.
We'll see this going forward because generally game 1 is SBF's scouting time. This is where he's trying to figure out your habits. He's going to make a few mistakes, as we've seen, but he's going to very quickly adjust to those, reduce, minimize them, as we're seeing here. This is a completely different scene to what we're seeing from game 1, where it was Burnsy that had a massive 120%.
Incredibly different start. And SBF has just managed to claw on more and more percent. I think we said it at the very beginning, he is so good at using his movement, Wario's unique air drift, to just drift in and out, get those chomps, get those fairs, get those early damage leads, and then get the pressure.
Almost again with the high bomb recovery being called out by the back.
He's clearly very knowledgeable on the angles that Burns is coming from.
Getting closer and closer. And the upbeat missing put is going to be very costly on that F-tilt.
Yeah. 59% on Wario. It's really good, honestly. And this is where Wario likes to be. He's got a lead. He can now just choose when he's going to go in, choose when he's going to back up that 39% so easily, but otherwise he can hang back. He has the movement to weave around Link. And this is a situation where I think Sam is going to be very, very comfortable. C3.
Oh, he causes a bit of a resource panic there.
Yeah. I think Burnsy here is getting rather scared of what SBF can pull out at this point. Though he just managed to pressure him into a low recovery, SBF is still looking at a really sizable percent lead, and he's looking at half waft right now. He could so easily get a confirm up tilt up air to just take it. Now he's got full waft. And he's got 100%. I don't think he's looking to use waft on this stock. I think he's saving it for the next one. And Wario can find that kill around these percents.
101, he's not really in any pressing situation to utilize the waft. He can easily look for a back air. He can look for a down tilt dash attack.
Yeah.
Anything that will take the stock in another way and give him half waft to be able to kill early at 14 for Link.
Burns is doing a really good job at shifting him down though right now, as he's gone from 0 to 60 pretty much.
Burnsy's objective right now should be to try and force the waft out of him and try and put him on a timer for next stop, but it's not going to be the case.
It's 59%. It's still such a solid lead for Sam, and all of the momentum's in his favor. All of the damage is coming towards him. 58. It's only one up air up till now, and that's it. That is Burnsy's stock. No roll in read this time.
Rolls out, mixes up.
Oh, close. SBF barely not executing on that read.
If that had been another up tilt instead of a dash attack, that would have been the game right there.
I think though, with this percent, he might be falling out of Wario's up tilt waft range now.
He's getting to the edge of it. It's going to be kind of raw waft read territory from here on out.
Yeah.
But SBF, he's not in any concerning position. He's built up all the extra credit.
He's got all of the time in the world and all of the
securing the game slowly but surely, piece by piece.
And he will use the waft where it is necessary to take the stock. For now, though, he's just pressuring with common options. As his F tilt, dash attack, back air, they're all options that can do it. He doesn't need the waft. It's just really nice that he has it, because Burnsy has to be so conscious of that option.
There it is. Waited slightly too long off ledge.
Very, very different game to the last one.
This is what I was saying at the start of the game. The first game will look a lot closer as SBF takes the time to figure out your habits, figure out what he needs to do to be as safe as possible, not get called out, not putting himself in any bad spots. And then game 2, he's going to steamroll.
Yeah.
And
in that game, I think it's fair to say that it looks like he had Burnsy solved, really. Just so good at moving around Link's projectiles, so good at just pulling out every single nair out of disadvantage, so good at piling on that percent that it just seemed impossible for Burnsy to make any sort of important comeback.
Yeah, and this is going to be on Burnsy now to try and find a solution to it. He's going to want to try and cut Wario's airspeed as much as possible. He's going to need to make sure that he's mixing up every habit, but he's... Wow.
It's more nairs for landing, and he took 63 for it. He really can't be affording to do that. He has to start air dodging or moving out or jumping, because SBF is catching every single one.
I'm interested to know why he's not doing as many diagonally angled boomerangs to try and cut out the jumping space. Every time he throws the boomerang, it's straight at Wario.
Yeah, you're right.
On the ground.
Perhaps because he's more scared of where Sam's going to come from the ground. Perhaps He doesn't want to get up tilted.
Interesting interaction with the bike there, just stopping it on spawn.
Perhaps he's looking for when SBF is going to land instead, but no, I see your point.
Wario is a character that is majority going to be working his way in via the air. Having a projectile that can, in some part, cover some of that that jump range he has is possibly something that Burnsy should maybe try and endeavour a little more, at least mix up between throwing it straight at Wario and throwing it at an angle.
We're seeing it there, but clearly something in Burnsy has changed. Clearly this neutral game is not the same as we were seeing last game, because this is already much closer than it was, as he even takes the first stock.
First stock, yeah. I think it's a lot more of a slower pace.
Yeah.
He's not as antsy with the nairs that we're getting him called out.
Yeah.
And even when he takes a big percent deficit like he did at the very start, nice smart arrow by the way there to force Wario to drop the
really
bike.
Smart.
Loses the stock there but gets 41% credit for it. Even when he takes a lot of damage, he knows that he just has to stay patient. Link generally has the range advantage and has very good buttons to deal with Wario up close, so he can make all that percent back.
A good mental reset from Burnsy here, playing much more solid, much more safe, and escaping everything that SBF is attempting right now. Very different to the last game where it seemed like he was just kind of falling into his game plan.
Those boomerangs are ridiculous. The return boomerang might be the most toxic projectile in the game.
So dumb. Very annoying.
It has the same properties as like Richter's axe, where it'll go through the stage, it'll just ignore all projectiles.
And then if you're the one comboing Link, or if you're putting any sort of shield pressure on him and it comes back, he's the one suddenly in advantage state.
I don't think that matters at all. I think that boomerang is actually heat-seeking towards your opponent. It's not aiming to go back to Link, it's aiming for the opponent.
Perhaps you're right. But
speaking
of heat sinking right now.
He's not going to get enough time to reset the bomb, unfortunately.
Speaking of heat sinking right now, Sam is just doing everything to put Burnsy in the worst positions, really calling out all of his options.
Mashing buttons at a disadvantage.
Thankfully, he grabbed the bomb so he couldn't do more up tilts. That was Burnsy's saving grace there, but it's fair to say that SBF right now has his disadvantage pinned and he needs to start finding options, because otherwise he's just going to call that out there.
No, he's got the bomb. Oh,
no,
he misses it. Now it's going to be a nice, easy 3-0 for SBF to get into the other side of winners finals.
As we have a Smash Quarter Common winners/grand finals playing out now. But what's really interesting about this is I think SBF has gone on record to say Sully Stranger is the person that has pushed him the most out of anyone that's been arriving at these grand finals to face him. He is the one he most consistently has troubles with, and the one he most consistently took into Diddy to deal with.
Yeah, aside from Tigerton taking the set in recent times at Liverpool Smash, I think the next person in line is Stranger in terms of.
SBF seems very happy about this tournament, which I would be too fair. In winners finals, not having to face Curry Governor, who was seemed to beat you because Stranger did a really good job.